Here we go, here we go, here we go again. And another parabolic move by our pre-market pick in the Discord, LIPO, up 121%. Holy moly! The shorts got squeezed. The barrier of 85, 86 cents has been pierced. There's another barrier at 95 cents. Can we get a squeezy doubles? Nice and easy. We can't even do an intro right now because LIPO's got news and volume and it's moving. So here's the story. LIPO's 88 cents. It's called Lipella Pharmaceutical. It initiated phase 2A trial for LP310 in oral lichen planus, enrolls first patients. That's the story. And the float is 4.6 million shares volume, 34 million shares. The humanity of it looks like we're getting a squeezy nice and easy. We have a resistance area of 95 cents, which is a significant resistance area. 85, 86 cents is a significant resistance area as well, but it has pierced through that resistance level. So we're going to go and see what's going on. James, what's up? From a red morning. Oh, good. I'm glad I saved you from red morning. I don't know what I did, but I'm glad I did it. Alrighty, so LIPO is moving, ladies and gentlemen. Moving. Absolutely moving. So let's begin by saying we are not financial advisors or stock advisors, and this should not be taken as stock or financial advice. This is just a show. And of course, it's Coach Nick Money. And the one, the only, the Bushy Tails Serengeti specialist, the one, the only, DBL Moms! Hey! Alrighty, DBL Moms is feisty this morning. She's feisty. Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, what are you doing? What are you doing? It don't cost nothing. Go ahead and subscribe. We got a lot of fun, and, we check out a lot of parabolic stonks. Like this morning, we called YIBO. We actually called it over the weekend for the Discord. Just saying. And it went up 116%. The old Chinese pumperoo, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we got LIPO before it went 122%. And now it is loitering around an area where shorts will congregate. And if volume comes in, they can be squeezed. If volume doesn't come in, we could see a flush. So let's see what hop on. Juan's in the house. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, good morning. All right, so we're checking out LIPO. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on Twitter, aka x.com, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, if you're not following us on Twitch, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And we're going to be live streaming on all these platforms for a while, and then we're going to take our stream to our Discord.
Morning, Juan.
We recommend that you join us in the stream on our Discord. It is a lot more in-depth. This one's a lot of fun, but the other one is fun and in-depth. We get into a lot of our strategies on how we enter and exit stocks, and also the various tools that we use to determine where the price action is going to go. So, no guarantee that works for you, but it works for me, and I share what works for me because, that's what I do. That's what I do. All right, so that's what's up. All right, so there's a link in the description for you guys to check out the Discord. It's a $1 trial for the first 5 days, and then it's $49.99 thereafter. The price is going up because we put a bunch of new stuff into the Discord, like current news and things of that nature. What you pointing at, son? Tell me what you're pointing at. That one right there? Yeah. That's what you want me to do? Yeah. All right, I just did that. You got it. You got it. I just did it. All right. I did what you said. All right. Anyway, I lost my rhythm. I'm going to start over again. All right. He threw me off. All right. So if you want to join us in our Discord for the live stream and check it out, we got a 5-day trial for $1. And after that, it's $49.99. And it is a pretty banging Discord, if I do say so myself. But you check it out for yourself and make your own decisions. Okay, we got a bottom tail coming up over here as the price action on LIPO is moving closer to a strong resistance area of 95.43. I want to see it break that 95.43. Otherwise, it could do a flushy-wushy, and we don't like flushy-wushies because they would really sucky. Yeah, they would sucky. All right. So anyway, LIPO. What's the story with them? They're at 90 cents right now. They had a high of 122%. Lipella Pharmaceuticals initiates phase 2A trial for LP310 in oral lichen planus. Enrolls first patients. Don't know what it means, but sounds good to me. They got a lot of volume today. 36 million shares, and the float is kind of on the low side at 4.6 million. So if they can break through 96, we could see a squeezy. Nice and easy. Another assault on the Banana Republic. Those shorts in their Speedos, they're going to potentially get squeezed, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the Bulls or the Bears win. We want the Bulls to win. We don't want the Bears to win. We need a bottom tail. And of course, the price action is super extended on the 5 minute, so it could absolutely pull back. But we're going to keep an eye on it. We could see that the RSI on the 5 minute is extended. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
Let's try that again. 1 minute.
1 minute.
The 1 minute. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 1 minute. On 1 minute, we're seeing a top tail. We need to see that top tail reclaimed. We need to see more volume come in because it's going to need volume to trigger the shorts getting squeezed over the 96 figures. So these two figures right here, 86 and 96, are two areas where the shorts would potentially start shorting the stock. So they've already gotten squeezed at the 86 level. Now we need to see whether or not they'll get squeezed at the 96 level, or if the price action reverses and starts tumbling down. This is what the 1 minute looks like. It's doing another attempt to try to break through the strong resistance at 95. I have it as 95.43, but let's just call it 96 for argument's sake, because why not? It's nice and a nice round number, doubles. Right, so we're looking at LIPO because it is the leading gainer of the morning, 130%, 130%, ladies and gentlemen, as it now makes a play for a new high. Let's see, it needs volume. Let's see where it's at right now. Only 582,000 shares at this juncture. It is absolutely overbought in the RSI. You could see that right over here. But we do have a lot of green candles still, so let's see what happens. What happens? If volume stays in play, we might see a squeeze. But if volume drops, we could see a flush. This is a significant resistance area. Let's see if LIPO will give me some more love. We already got 130% from you. We want more love. It's pulling back. Okay. All right. It's pulling back. Let's see if it can hold. I'd like to see it hold above this level right here. Let's see if it could bounce up from there. Let's see. If it starts to break down and it can't hold this level or right around here, 89, then we got problemos. But right now, it's trying to form a bottom tail. And folks, if you know me, you know that I am very attracted to candles with bottom tails.
Yes.
They are my favorite. The only other thing that even comes close is a double bottom.
Oh.
A double bottom. As it tickles the bottom of resistance right now, we have 134%. All right. Can we get a squeezy, nice and easy? Get the popcorns, ladies and gentlemen. Get the popcorn and the pop soda, because we're going to have a show over here. It's going to be a battle royale between the Bulls and the Bears. This area will be critical. If the Bulls can come in with volume, they can do a damaging blow to the Banana Republic. Yes, those weirdos that wear the Speedos, those Banana Republic weirdos, the shorts. Come on. We don't like the shorts, do we? I don't really care, actually, but it's kind of funny, right? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm really only joking around, but I love seeing short squeezes, especially when we're going long. We're not going long on this right now. We're just having a conversation. You know, we're chatting it up, but we want to see whether or not this breaks. There's not much else going on, so we might as well check it out, no? I mean, I'm just saying, you know? We could take a look at some other tickers while this is loitering at this resistance area. We'll come back to you. LIPO, NLSP is another ticker that was moving up, but it has formed a disgusting head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern. We don't like bearish pattern doubles. We like bullish pattern. It's like an irregular head and shoulders, if you will, right? So this could be a flushy. It's below VWAP, so we can get the graffiti pencil out. Graffiti pencil is activated. Ladies and gentlemen, graffiti pencil is activated, so 32 cents would be a key level on this. This is a cheapo stock, NLSP. NLSP is a cheap O stock, and their story is that they have them and Cadamastem announcing binding term sheet to merge. That's the story. Currently up 52%. It's a 19 million float stock, 18 million shares trading hands, but it is quite bearish, and it looks like it's due to pull back even more. And I wouldn't be surprised if the price action goes all the way down to the 200 EMA right over here. Yeah. All right, right over here. I wouldn't be particularly surprised because it looks quite bearish. So NLSP, yeah, you ran earlier in the morning, but as we like to say at the Serengeti, what have you done for me lately? My little bushy-tailed Serengeti specialist, DBL Moms, you need to go out on the Serengeti and get us another stonk for the dear Indelible Pride community. The Indelible Pride community. They are counting on you. You could bring in a gazelle. That's not a problem, but we prefer stonks. I'm just saying, right? Right. Okay, so that's the story, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, so back to LIPO. So let's see what LIPO's doing right now. LIPO is, it actually pierced through the resistance area and then was basically a false breakout. So let's see if it tries again. And do we get a squeezy? Nice and easy. It looks like it's setting itself up. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it, 139%. Ladies and gentlemen, 142%. Squeezy. Nice and easy. The Banana Republic goes down again. Those Speedo fools driving their bicycles, is it driving or riding? Riding their bicycles down A1A with those Speedo shorts. Come on now. Have some decency. We will squeeze you. We will make banana split out of you. Man, what is in this coffee? I'm just saying. All right, what do we get? 142% so far. Now we need to see it hold above 0.9543. If it can hold, then maybe we got some more movement upward. The RSI is super extended, but we see that there's a fight right here with the last candle going red and green. Who shall win? Will the bulls be able to keep the price action above 95.43 or not? So far, it is a battle royale. It is unclear, but we have had a bit of a squeeze situation since the piercing of the first resistance area of about 86 cents. DBL Moms, what do you think? I need you to give me a... Oh, that was a little late. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go. 145%. 99 cents. Can we break a dollar? Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. 146%. Ladies and gentlemen, squeezy. Now, if it can accelerate, we can really have a situation over here where the shorts are upside down and they need to cover, but it needs more volume, and we're getting some volume. It's starting to push, ladies and gentlemen, 152%. Okay, now we're above a dollar. That's a psychological area, so let's go ahead and put a little line right around there. That's roughly about a dollar. We need for it to hold the dollar. It is super duper extended. Let's go to the 5-minute doubles. We're going to the 5 minutes, and you can see it's super extended, 157%. Now there's a situation where we might have shorts covering 159%. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, 164%. If you're having fun watching this short squeeze live, because most channels ain't doing that, doubles, no. Would you consider sharing? Because sharing is caring. You don't have to, but if you did, it would make my little child very happy. Doubles, can you say, please share, like that? Please share. I'm gonna try everything to get them to share. Okay, police share. Do it for doubles. Do it for the Serengeti bushy tail specialist. Come on. Oh my lord. 167%. We are watching LIPO go parabolique. 172, ladies and gentlemen. Squeezy. Nice and easy. Love when a plan comes together. Folks, 4.6 million float. Volume 43, almost 44 million shares. News, Lipella Pharmaceuticals initiates Phase 2A trial for LP310 in oral lichen planus, enrolls first patients. Don't know what it means, but it was enough to create a squeezy. Nice and easy. We got 174% 4% so far as the high, and now it is pulling back, and that is understandable. LIPO, you need to catch your breath. We'll come back and check you out. Thank you very much for the memories. Thanks for the memories. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Now, time for espresso ice. Oh, yeah, baby. Doubles. The espresso ice, it is quite phantasmic, I must say so myself. It is awesome. Okay, so we got a nice little squeeze on LIPO. Let's go check out some other tickers. So earlier in the morning, YIBO did a little pumperoo and now a dumperoo. We called it, obviously, for our Discord over the weekend. We actually even did a video on Saturday on the YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, to the YouTube channel and set your notifications.
Yes,
right?
Videos uploaded.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. So what you got over here basically is a head and shoulders pattern. It did go up quite a bit today, 116%, and it's trying to come back right now. There is no news whatsoever that we have found on this ticker. It just pumped and then it dumped, right? But, it has broken this downward trend line. Let's get rid of the other trend line at this juncture right over here, because this trend line failed. And you went up 116%. We called it on Saturday. It went up 116% today. We did a video on it on Saturday on YouTube. But right now, what have you done for me lately? Let's go take a look at TIVC. TIVC. We had a little bit of a movement. It broke resistance over here. You can see it broke resistance. And, so what happened? Let's see what happened. Basically, TIVC has no news. Volume's kind of low at 6.8 million. It floats 6 million. So there's not a lot of news, but folks are talking about it on social media. So we'll put it on the side chart, keep an eye on it, see what happens, see if volume comes in and squeezes it. It has a relatively low float. But there's no news, and news could potentially help it. You can see that it's low volume because when we do a zoom in the room and take it to a 1 minute doubles, you could see that the candles are a little on the choppy side. Now, I guess we could theoretically say that right around here, you might say that there might be a potential pennant of a hair, but the price action is below VWAP, so it would need to get some vitamin V. And if it wanted some D, hey, I wouldn't be judgmental. I would not be judgmental if it wanted demand. What are you thinking? Huh. Folks, LIPO, 187%, ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it. It broke the previous high, 187%, and it's pushing up even more, 194%. Hey, do you think it'll go over 200%, folks? Can we get 196%? How about some more? Can we have a little more? 196 so far, ladies and gentlemen. $1.20 is 196%. Let's go put the graffiti pencil on 120. Can we get a break of 120? It looks like it wants to. It's toying with the idea. Pushy. Oh my goodness, 201%, folks. 201%, and it pulls back. Let's see if it can come back up. I mean, it is super extended doubles. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minute.
And you can see how extended it is on the 5 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs to pull back and catch its breath, but it did give us 201%. It's the leading gainer this morning. And on that, I want to say salud and have my espresso ice. Lovely. Yummy. I'm just saying. Yummy. Now we need to see it reclaim this top wick if it can possibly do that. It has cleared some significant resistance areas right over here. You could see the squeeze as a result of that. And now, can it reclaim this wick? It's trying. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like. We can see that the RSI is certainly overbought in the 1 minute, and it obviously would indicate that it's time for the price action to pull back. Now, how far back will it pull? Will it pull back to this teal? I guess that's a color, right? Teal? I'm not good with colors, but whatever this color is, right over here. This one over here, that's the 9 EMA. Does it stay above this 113-ish mark, or does it come down to the 108? If it goes below 108, you're not really that schmexy anymore, LIPO. You need to get another LIPO. You know what I mean? You got to do that. But if you could stay above the 113 and bounce back, then maybe you could do another squeezy, nice and easy. Very extended price action on this. Very risky at this point. Not giving you financial advice, but you can see that it is a top tail on the 5 minute, and we don't like top tails doubles. We like the bottom tails, folks. Come on now. Come on now. You're going to need to reclaim that top tail in order to become schmexy again. Otherwise, I'm going to go to another ticker, and I'm not kidding. LIPO, don't play with me. Don't you play with my emotions, okay? You. That's what I'm talking about. You. All right. Okay, so it seems like LIPO is pulling back. We'll come back to you later, LIPO. DBL moms, would you keep LIPO on the side chart? Keep it on the side chart. Let the folks know if there's something else going on with it. All right, we're going to go to another ticker. Let's go to CPTN. CPTN also showing up on the scanner, but not really moving very much. So not particularly schmexy at all. Not schmexy at all. So we will go to the videotape and check out a different ticker. Let's go to SNGX. Let's try that. SNGX. All right, it's curling up on low volume. SNGX is $5.35, up 18%. I like the float. It's only 959,000 shares. I like that. I like that a lot. But it only has 8,000 shares of volume. I don't like that, folks. So, you don't impress me yet, my dear SNGX. You don't impress me yet. Try to prove your love to me, and then we'll talk. Let's go back to LIPO, see what LIPO's doing. What happened? What happened with LIPO? What happened? LIPO is trying to hold these levels over here at 108. We said we wanted to see it hold 113 and at the very least 108. It's trying to hold 108, but it's struggling, so we'll come back to you later. It looks like it's pulling back, though. On the 1 minute, you could see it more clearly. On the 1 minute, it looks like it potentially has formed a head and shoulders pattern. Here's your shoulder. There's your head. There's your other shoulder, which would signify a further pullback. It would need volume to change the course of the vessel, if you will. All right, let's go to another ticker. LGVN was moving earlier in the morning. Let's go take a look at it. LGVN was moving in the morning, and then it fell off a cliff and broke its neck. It happens. It's fallen, and it can't get up. So, LGVN, what have you done for me lately? CISO, another ticker that was on the scanner this morning. Not even a little bit interesting. Man, the pickings today are kind of pretty slim, so to speak. Yeah. BMR had some news, so let's go take a look at the videotape on BMR. The stock is selling for $5.57. It's currently up just under 15%. They had some news. The news was at around 7:45 in the morning. Beamer optimizers high-quality video on Oracle Cloud infrastructure using NVIDIA accelerated computing at SIGGRAPH 2024. That's the story. All right. Float 5.3 mil. Volume 3 mil. Not a lot of volume. Looks kind of bearish on the 1 minute. Let's see what's going on 5 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. 5 minute looks kind of bearish. I mean, theoretically, you could say that maybe it's trying to do a pennant over here, but it's below VWAP, and I wouldn't bet my house on it. I wouldn't bet my house on it. More likely than not, we got a bearish pattern over here. A bearish pattern, like a shoulder over here, a head over here, and a shoulder over here. And it's below VWAP. Get the graffiti pencil out, doubles. Don't make me get that graffiti pencil out. It's below VWAP, which is $5.70, folks. $5.70. So, not that impressive. Not that impressive at all, I would say. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Let's go back to LIPO. LIPO. What's the story? You pulled back. Now you're going to reverse course? Are you going to reverse course, or is this going to be a head and shoulders pattern on the 1 minute? Looks like a head and shoulders pattern on the 1 minute. but it is the only show in town, so maybe, just maybe, you know? Mr. Babs wants us to take a look at MIRA. Let's take a look at MIRA. That stock ran very strong a while back, and now it had some, I think it had some news today. Did it have news today? No, it didn't have news today. The float went up from when it ran. When it originally ran, it was 4 million. The float now is 9 million, still relatively low. Volume is very low, so it's up only 3% this morning. The volume is 118,000, so that's the problem. It did form a pennant, and it needs to break out of that pennant, so it needs volume to break out of that pennant to become Shemexy. And you could see that there's lack of volume when you go into the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
You could see that these candles look very anemic, so it needs volume, demand, if you will. A little bit of D, never hide it, you know what I mean? So that's the story with Myra. SOAR is the other ticker that Mr. Babs asked about, so let's take a look at it. Also a low volume ticker. It is above VWAP, which is good, but the volume is very low on it. It is a 50-cent stock, currently up just under 4%. The float is a little on the heavier side, but it is a cheap stock, so again, we could forgive that. It's about 15 million shares, but the volume is only 18,000. So the doctor of Bangernomics prescribes a vitamin V injection of volume,
Vitamin D.
and go and get yourself some D, okay, Sor? Go get yourself some D, some demand, That's the story, and we're sticking with it. Okay, off to the races. Let's go take a look at some other tickeroos and see if there's anything particularly interesting. PAPL is another ticker that showed up on the scanner. Let's go ahead and type that in. And it too has very light volume, so even though it's above VWAP, not particularly. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we need something better than that. Mr. Babs wants CREV. This is a ticker that ran last week on news of creating some kind of a component for the Corvette. The Corvette, that was the story on it. So let's see what's going on with it right now. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so that's the story. It obviously pumped up on the news, and then it started trending downward, and we needed it to break the downtrend. It tried. It couldn't break VWAP and started continuing its run downward. Right now, it is below the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart, which is right here, so that would be resistance. And when you zoom in, you can see that there is a significant lack of volume. The float on the stock is really low. It's 1.7 million, so that's good, but unfortunately there's only 33,000 shares exchanging hands currently on CREV, and as a result you're getting a very scarce price action over here, which is not moving the ticker. So CREV, yes, you went up over 100% a couple of days ago, but what have you done for me lately? Mr. Babs wants SGMO. SGMO, if I remember correctly, is a pretty large float stock. So let's go take a look at it. I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, it is. It is a 201 million float stock, which is massive, massive. It's currently up 10%, almost 11%. But the volume is only 3.89 million on a stock that's 201 million float. So that's going to make it a particularly difficult stock to have price action move up on it. It did form a bull pennant, but the price action was under VWAP. It has now kind of broken over VWAP, but you just don't have a lot of volume. If you look at the price action, you can clearly see that most of this price action is coming from market makers in the form of barcoding. So, you know, it needs to definitely stay above VWAP, which would be right over here at around 95 cents. And of course, you're going to have natural resistance at around $1. And here are some key levels. We got support over here, right there. We got resistance over here. We got resistance over here, right there. And right over here. And then, of course, we've got resistance over here. So it needs a lot of volume. It's a big float stock. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. But, hey, guess what's running again? LIPO, 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 LIPO. It went up again, 204%, folks. 204%. We're going to watch it. It has to try to hold above the $1.20 right there. $1.20 is a support area, but it was resistance before. We had a double top situation, and it broke through the double top. So now, can it accelerate? Can we have another squeezy? Nice and easy. Let's go to the 5-minute doubles.
5 minute.
We're checking out the 5-minute. It has a top tail on the 5-minute. Can it reclaim that top tail? Can it get rid of that terrible top tail? That's what we need to see. Folks, if this squeezes, would you consider sharing the stream?
Because sharing is caring.
Because sharing is caring. And if it doesn't squeeze, would you consider sharing the stream anyway? But it would be more fun if it squeezed. I'd be able to flex, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're checking this out right here, and we're going to keep an eye on it. It now has 3.3 million shares exchanging hands. It has blown through 2 key resistance areas. Let's go to a longer time frame and see what's going on. You can see that in the past, past 20 days, this has been the highest it's been on that news there, right? So if we go to 180 days, right over here, 180 days, we got another resistance level at $1.30 right over there. And then after that $1.30 over here, we got $1.50. These are going to be some resistance areas for this ticker. And then if we go to the 1 year, the daily chart. Yeah, the daily chart. Let's go and get some more levels. How about over here? How about over there? How about that one? Oh, yeah? Yeah? How about this one? No. I'm not done. How about that? Or doubles. We can go there, and maybe we can go there, right? And maybe we go there, and then maybe we go there. You see how I'm doing the doubles? Folks, do you see what I'm doing here? I'm going all the way up to $2.71, and I did all these levels like that. Now let's go back to the 5-minute doubles and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on, and it is a top tail. We don't like those top tails.
We like the bottom tails.
Resistance at 130, resistance at 150. Let's go to the 1-minute doubles. Let's see what's going on. It gets a little bit more exciting on the 1 minute because it's very reactive, and it did not hold the support area of 120. Can it bounce off the 9 EMA? We want to see the 9 EMA curl upward. Otherwise, you could have an irregular double top and a flush downward, and that would schnock. What did I say? Schnock. Something like that. Schnock. But you know what I meant, right? Yeah. All right. There it goes. It went below the 9 EMA. It looks like a double top at this juncture on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute. We don't like double tops. We like double bottoms, bull patterns, not bear patterns. Wow, this is kind of a scary kind of a candle right here. This doji, real thin doji, could signal a downturn in price action. It needs to reclaim 120 to become somewhat more shemexy. I want to see some authority with that 120 reclaiming. And if it does not reclaim it, then we could have a flushy. And we don't like flushies. Volume has diminished dramatically. It went from having 3.3 million shares to now only 180,000 shares exchanging hands. So volume is low. Let's see what's going to go on with it. Let's check it out, doubles. Let's keep a peeper on it. Let's watch. Can it break this level? This is critical. $1.20 is critical. Okay, if we can break $1.20, then we got something going on. But it's moving really slow, and it doesn't have a lot of momentum right now. So this can just be some algorithmic movement, and it could continue to pull downward. All right, you know what? Side chart for you. Side chart. Well. The moment I say side chart, you start toying with 120. For real? You see, I said that because I knew you might start moving. Every time I say that, the damn stocks start moving. You know what I mean? Damn's not a curse, is it? I don't know. Did I go from PG to not PG just now? I don't know. Squeezy. Nice and easy. Banana Republic, will you collapse? That's the question. You're wearing Speedos. What's wrong with you? Come on, shorts. You got to do better than that. Come on, squeezy. Nice and easy. 204%. We're watching. Come on, volume. Come on in. All right, we got almost 700. We got 700,000 shares right now. 700,000 shares. The last run-up was 3.3 million. So the shares are still kind of, how should we say, light. I'm going to have some Espresso Ice. This is going to be a battle royale again. Another battle royale between the Bulls and the Bears. I got my popcorn. I got my Espresso Ice. I got time. Let's go, baby. Watching. That espresso ice hits different. I'm just saying. DBL moms, you are an artiste when it comes to the preparation of espresso ice, my dear little bushy-tailed dove. You are an artiste. Okay, resistance at 120. It is clearly losing momentum. We can see that it is in the overbought region on the 5 minute. We're going to go to 1 minute, and on the 1 minute, it is not in the overbought region, but darn close to it, and it is forming potential head and shoulders. So this could be a shoulder, this could be a head, and this could be a shoulder, which could bring the price action down. We need volume to invalidate the head and shoulders pattern, and the longs are not done just yet. They're pumping again. Let's see what happens. Only 439,000 shares, not a lot of shares. It needs volume. It needs volume, otherwise we could see a flushy, and we don't like flushes. I'm just saying.
No.
I'm not a fan. DBL moms, 209%. Bottom tail green. Can we have a bottom? The Indelible Pride family wants we want to put a special request for a bottom tail green, please. It is our birthday. Everyone that's currently watching, it's our birthday. We want a bottom tail green, please. LIPO, take care of business for me. Come on. Come on. Can you do it? Let's see what the volume is on this candle. Not high enough. 300,000 shares. We need more volume, but it is holding the 120 area. You called LIPO. How do you set up a screener on FineViz to alert something like this? I don't use FineViz, but what I look for is stocks between 10 cents and 15 bucks, and also volume over 100,000, and I want to see the last 15 days showing at least 5% increase. 5% increase. So that's how I set it up. REC, Mr. Babs wants me to check out REC. This is turning bearish, so it looks like it's going to pull back. So this would be a good time to go to the videotape and check out REC. REC not coming up, so maybe that's a partial ticker, Mr. Babs. Give me the full ticker, because it doesn't look like it's coming up for me. Okay, REC is not coming up. All right, back to LIPO. And LIPO is looking kind of bearish at this point. So it was extremely extended, up 209%. We do want to see it stay above 120, but it is looking bearish. You could possibly say that there's a double top over here, and here. But if it can hold above 120, maybe we get another squeeze. So we're going to keep an eye on it, because all the tickers look kind of meh. There's nothing that really looks that good, right, DBL moms? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing looks really that good right now. Nothing. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Can it hold a 120? If it can hold 120, maybe it can fake out the shorts again, and we get another squeezy. Nice and easy up to the next resistance level of $1.30. And then we got 150 after that. So let's see what happened. It's holding above the 9 EMA. I like that. I want to see the 9 EMA curl upward. Curl upward. Can it curl upward? That's what we want. We want to see this teal. This DBL moms, is this teal? This color right here, is that teal?
That blue color looks like it's a teal, kind of aqua sort of thing.
Aqua. Make up your mind. Is it aqua or teal? I'm not good with colors.
Aqua, actually.
She's got to be difficult. Would it be wrong if I called it teal?
It's blue.
It's blue. Okay, well, it's a triple top right now, and I don't like triple tops, because that means it could be pulling back down over here, and that's what it looks like it's doing, and I don't like that. So LIPO, yeah, you ran 209%, but what have you done for me lately? Mr. Babs was talking about RGC. That's what he was talking about. All right, let's go and take a look at RGC. Same situation. You got very little volume on this ticker. So RGC had news on the 28 technical pivots with risk controls. Don't know what that means. The float's very low at 1.4 million, which is good, but the volume is only 30,000. So it needs volume. It needs volume. So some key levels we can draw. Resistance would be here. Support would be here. Support would be here. And here, and resistance would be here, right here, right there, right there, and right there. So that's the story. It needs volume, And yeah, that's the story. It needs volume. That's the biggest problem it's got. My pleasure, Mr. Babs. Let's go back to some other tickers. Let's go to LIPO.
LIPO.
Let's go back to LIPO and see if it's moving. LIPO moved. It went up. It's up 224%, folks. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Squeezy, squeezy. 234%. Squeezy, squeezy. Squeezy, squeezy. The Banana Republic collapses again. Ha, ha, ha. That's what you get for wearing Speedos. Ha, 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 ha. Ha. All right. 138 is now the new level, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, this price action is extended. But it hasn't stopped the ticker from pumping up. Pump up the volume. Again, the stock is currently trading for $1.34%, and it is a 4.6 million float, and the volume is massive at almost 64 million. So now we could potentially see some extension, and we got some extension, 241%, folks. Holy moly. We're coming up to resistance level 150. That is the next resistance area, extremely extended on the 5-minute doubles.
5 minutes.
And when we go to the 1 minute, folks, holy moly, it's extended even on the 1 minute. However, it looks like it's trying to reclaim that top tail. Let's see if it can. Resistance would be the previous high just before the 140, which was around 138. Time for an espresso ice break, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right. Here's what's going on. Top tails galore on this position. I think we got a new ticker that just popped up. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a wait a minute. As I get ready to leave, it looks like it's trying to. It's moving on very low volume. Very low volume. It's having a hard time at the 138. Listen, it gave us 241% DBO moms. 241%.
241, yeah.
241 lipo. So you know what I mean. Doubles.
Yeesh.
I mean that's kind of schmexy in my book. But what have you done for me lately? Is what I say. I'm gonna go and check out another ticker while you get your act together, lipo. VTYX. Let's take a look at VTYX. Do you teach on how to read charts on Discord? We actually have a course in our website, and we also do teach in the Discord, but we have an entire course with 400 audio and video files on how we trade and how we read charts and so on and so forth. Doubles, you want to give the link for the course material, the More Coach Nick Money course material. It gives you access to our picks as well as the entire course. And there's also a section in that course which gives you like a quick start type of a situation. So it's not the entire course, but you got the quick start, and then you have the rest of the course that you can check out after the quick start. So yeah, we got that.
Yeesh.
We got that. Okay, VTYX, red to green type of situation. I don't like the float. Float's too high. 49 million shares. Not so interesting at all. So let's go to LIPO once again, which seems to be the most attractive ticker at this moment. Yeah, so Mr. Babs, the link is in the description so you could do a trial with the course and with the picks. And of course, there is live streaming in the Discord where we go over a lot of how we pick the stocks, how we enter the stocks, and how we exit the stocks. Of course, we can never guarantee your success. That would be disingenuous, but we teach you what works for us, and that is the truth. Okay, so we're looking at LIPO currently up about 241-ish% roughly. It has significant resistance at the $1.38 level right over here. We need to see it break 138. If it breaks 138, we may have a play for 150 doubles.
150.
And it's trying. Let's look at the volume picture of this particular ticker. Right now we're just under 900,000, and it's pushing. It's pumping, 243%, folks, 243%, but it can't break that 138 level. We need to see it break the 138 level to become super schmexy. Hold on, we're watching you. Here it goes, maybe? Can we have a squeezy?
Nice and easy.
Oh my goodness, 246%. Boy,
48.
248. It's moving kind of slow. I need to see it accelerate away from that 138 amount right there so that we know that it can really truly hold that level. I need some acceleration. It needs some volume and a little bit of D every now and then. Never hurt nobody, right? If you're into that kind of stuff. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's okay. It's okay. It's what you need. Demand. 251%, folks. 251%. My pleasure, Mr. Babs. 251%. What's your average return per month in terms of percentages? Not sure what you're asking me, my man. Not sure what you're asking me. So I'm not really sure what you mean by that. But anyway, back to the show. 142, $1.42. So it's up what? 200 and what?
251%.
251% is where we are right now. And we're watching to see if it can give us a play to around $1.50. It's trying. It's moving very slow. 253%, super extended. You can see that on the 5-minute. Look at that, almost completely straight up. I mean, it. If it went down now, I wouldn't be totally surprised, but it's still trying. It's still trying. And again, this key level at 138 is a significant resistance area. So if it goes below 138, that would be resistance. If it can stay above 138, maybe we see a play for 150, but it is very extended. And we have a top tail on the 5-minute. And if we go to the 1 minute, the 1 minute, we can see that it is in the overbought area of the RSI, and we have our first red candle. Can it hold above 138? Key level 138 currently. Let's see what happens. We're watching it. We're waiting to see if we get another push out of it. I don't see any other ticker that really looks appetizing at this juncture. DBL moms, correctamundo. So we're going to keep an eye on this ticker. And as we get closer to the 9:30 bell, I'm sure that there'll probably be some kind of a correction for profit taking. Can't guarantee that. I am not a stock professional, and this is not stock advice. No.
This is just a show.
This is just a show, folks.
Da.
Hey, I'm just saying. All right. But that's what happens a lot of times. So, let's see what happens. It is the only show in town right now, though. So unless something else comes up with news, this thing could potentially be, something like that. Something that keeps going up. Maybe. We don't know. It's very extended, and it needs to pull back, but it's still pushing up. So maybe we get another squeezy. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. It's coming into some significant resistance areas up here. Again, 150 would be a significant resistance area, and of course, 144 was the last price that it was at. Let's see if it breaks 144. It's struggling to do it. Will it do it? 144. It's toying with it. There's not a lot of volume, so this is getting well, actually, there is volume. No, there's not. It dropped. It had 3.6 million, and now it's like 671, but it is moving towards the 150 level. 263%, folks. 263%. Ladies and gentlemen, would you consider sharing? Because sharing is absolutely caring. 268%. And now you got resistance at the 150 level that it needs to break. And then you got resistance right at 155. So bang, 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 right next to each other. So that's a lot of resistance in this area. So if it can break these levels, then the next area would be around 168. 168.
Yes.
$1.68. $1.68. $1.
68.
$1. Time for some espresso, folks. Let's go. Hounds wants to know about Mara. Mara is a cryptocurrency stock. They do Bitcoin mining. It is a larger floated stock, and it moves very much with Bitcoin. very much with Bitcoin. And I would basically say it is more of a longer type of play rather than day trading because of the float. The float's 255 million shares. Volume right now is 1.17 million. So what I would do on Mara, not giving you advice, just sharing the way I would look at it, is I would look at it on a longer time frame. And you can see I've done that before, right? So these used to be former resistance areas that it broke through. So what I would do is I would look to see where the general middle ground of the stock is. So let's go ahead and remove these lines, clear the chart a little bit, and let's play with this. So this would be more of a long-term type of situation. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. I would basically be looking at where the common price action is, and it seems to be right around here, this area right here. This is your common area, right, for the most part. Right over here. And if I want to get a little bit more technical, I would say that right here, let's go ahead and put a line over here. This area right above this red line, this area right here would be even more of a common area. So it seems to be hitting a resistance area. If it can break through the 2248 level, then we would have some resistance areas that it would hit here, and here, and here. And this would be something that I would look to if I was going to trade it at all, which I don't trade like this, but if I were looking to trade a swing trade, I'd look to see what's going on with the price action on Bitcoin. I know that Bitcoin has been pushing towards $70,000, so these would be key levels of resistance, and I probably would be trading this with options rather than with shares, because I would look to, the movement's going to be a lot slower because it's a higher price stock. Mara has, let's see, I'll give you an example. Mara right now is up only 4%, okay? So with the options trading, which starts at 9:30, I would do options trading on it, and I would be looking to see the price action come down first if I was going to go long. Come down first and trade it upward. It's not advice. I'm just telling you how I would trade the stock if I were trading it. I generally don't trade these type of stocks, but I would be looking at longer time frames. I would be looking at options. It's a much more risky play, and I don't generally do that type of trading, but that's what I would do, okay? And not advice. I'm just, just talking, just chatting. Just chatting, folks. Just a little chat. Just a little chat. Let's go back to LIPO, which is currently up 241%. LIPO. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minute.
And we are seeing, again, right back to that resistance area of $1.38. A top tail on the 5 minute. That would be an indication of a downward potential reversal. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
And it looks like it is pulling back, which again, it is super extended, so a pullback would not be out of the question. But if it can loiter and linger around the $1.38 mark, we might see another play on it. Let's go and take a look at some other tickers doubles, because right now LIPO has got to catch its breath a little bit. It already went up 170. How much?
271.
How much?
271.
271. You didn't change the sheet over here. 271%. 271%, folks. What do we got there? What do we got there? We already did that one. Yep, we did that one. Just did it. Yepers. All right, it actually looks like a head and shoulders pattern at this point. So if it can't break above the 138, we could see a pullback. And again, the stock ran 271%. So yeah, not surprising that it would be pulling back after running almost 300%. So what would we be looking at? Something like this: a shoulder right here, a head over here, and a shoulder over here. So we would need to see a break of this 138. I'm going to put a ringy dingy over here, right over there. Put a little bit of an alert right there, because 138 would be the area of significant resistance at this juncture. If it can break 138, then again we would see another test of 150, and then you have significant resistance in the 150 range. If it can break 155, we could see a play towards 170. But we need volume, folks. We need volume, and it's not giving up. It's trying to stay above that 138 level, which is good, okay? So if we can blow past this 150 level, that would invalidate the head and shoulders pattern on the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
Let's see what's going on the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
And you can see on the 5 minute, you got that disgusting top tail, which is the head, right? So we need to see a break of 150 and movement significantly away from $1.50 to invalidate the head and shoulders pattern, which is on the 1 minute and on the 5 minute. And you know what, doubles?
Yeah.
It's pushing, it's pushing. It's pumping, it's pumping. It's not pushing really hard yet, but it's pumping, it's pumping.
Yeah.
Let's go to the 1 minute, folks.
1 minute.
Let's see. Will this actually break through, or will this be a bull trap? Again, 150 is really where it starts getting schmexy again. If it can get up to above that, it's schmexy. Otherwise, it's a bear trap on a head and shoulders pattern, and it pulls back, and that would be nasty. So we want to see some additional volume. We don't have a lot of volume here yet. 900,000 shares on this candle, and it is forming a top tail, so that could have absolutely have been a bull trap. Doubles?
Trap?
Bull. It's bull trap, yo.
Bull trap.
Yeah, top tail. So again, prevailing head and shoulders pattern. We're moving closer to the 930 bell. I'm suspecting that there will be profit taking, but there might be another push before the 930 bell. So let's see. Can it break the $1.50? Worth watching because all the other tickers are kind of like garbage. Garbage. Nothing's moving.
Garbage.
Nothing's moving except for this ticker. So this is the one that the bulls and the bears are fighting over right now. And it looks like, it looks like a head and shoulders on the 5 minute and the 1 minute. We have a situation over here where the RSI is close to the overbought area, but moving downward. And we're getting a red candle and a red top tail. So this could be the beginning of a significant pullback if it can't hold 138. We need 138, folks. We need 138 to stay aboard and to make it interesting. If it can't hold 138, then not so interesting. Let's get the graffiti pencil and draw some stuff. So we can also draw a trend line. So for y'all folks that use trend lines, we need to see the price action stay above the trend line, and it's struggling to do that. And it's struggling to stay above 138. So do we get a flush? It could potentially flush. So the next support area would be this yellow line, which is the 200 EMA. And it has bounced off the 200. I'm sorry, not the 20 EMA. My apologies. 20 EMA. It has bounced off of it. It's trying to form a bottom tail. It's now above the trend line. But we don't have a lot of volume, doubles. It's only 340,000 shares. So, you need volume to push this up. You need demand to push this up. There is a lot of shares exchanging hands on this ticker, 100%. A lot of shares exchanging hands on this ticker. 76,000 shares. 76,000 shares. We're going to come back to this because it looks like it's going to pull back, and I want to take a look at NLSP and see how that one is doing. That was a leading gainer as well. NLSP. Let's take a look at the videotape. So what we had was a head and shoulders pattern over here. The price action did pull back, but not all the way down to the 200. It recovered. It tried to test VWAP. Could not break through. Tested VWAP again and pulled back and then went up again. So now let's go ahead and clear this out and see what's going on with NLSP. Let's get rid of the old drawings. This is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute doubles.
5 minute.
And on the 5 minute, I don't really like it on the 5 minute. I got to be honest with you because we look like we have a double top, right? An irregular double top right over here and right over there. So that doesn't look terribly good. And this is very choppy and I hope it doesn't go down, but it is a 33-cent stock, so it's going to be super volatile. Currently up 73%. The float's 19 million. Volume's only 39 million. And they had news that they announced a binding term sheet to merge with a company called Catamastem. But you got some pretty disgusting red candles here, which are very concerning. And when you look at the 1 minute, you can clearly see that there is an irregular head and shoulders pattern here, and price action is struggling to stay above VWAP. So we'll get the graffiti pencil out, and VWAP's roughly around the 33-cent mark. We need to see the price action stay above the 33% mark. and we want to see this TL9 EMA candle curl upward. That would make it a much more schmexy stock to chill out with. But right now, meh, like that. It's like that. It's like that. Do we have anything new, DBL Moms?
CLDI just came out.
CLDI just came up. All right, we'll check it out. Why not? CLDI. Come on. CLDI. Come on. CLDI. I need some espresso ice, Doubles. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, we are going to continue streaming live on our Discord. You're invited to come and join us. We have a 5-day trial for $1. You can come and join us and watch us stream live in the Discord. You'll see the difference where we get a lot deeper in the Discord than we do here on the show on social media. We usually do live streams on the Discord almost every single morning at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. The link's in the description and in the pinned comment. Yeah. All right, so that's a story with that. And CLDI did a little pumperoo, and now it's gone down. There is some news on it. Their float is not bad at 3.5 million, but the volume is only 159,000 so far. And the news is they launched a launch of Nova Cell subsidiary and $3 million aggregate investment from Dr. Ronald Rigger. That is the story, and it pumped up to $2.19. We're going to put you on a side chart, CLDI. Side chart. Side chart, FLA, baby. CLDI, you get a side chart position. Let's go and see what's going on here. So LIPO pulled back dramatically. We could go and check it out. And we said that there was a potential head and shoulders pattern over here, which is bearish, and turned out to be accurate. It was a head and shoulders pattern, sadly, and it broke the trend line and broke my heart, but not unexpected. Not unexpected because it was forming that head and shoulders pattern. And if we go to the 5-minute doubles,
5 minutes.
look at how extended the 5-minute was, but it is looking to respect $1.32. So again, $1.32 would be support. If it can hold that, maybe we could see a reclaiming of 138 and then another reclaim of 150. But I'm assuming that there's going to be profit taking on this ticker, Doubles. You know why? I'll tell you why. Since you asked, I'll tell you. Let's go over here. See, the most recent price spike was right around here at 60 cents and also at 84 cents. The 60-cent spike could have potentially trapped some folks. Some folks may have held, and now the price action is more than double that. So they'll probably take some profit, wouldn't you?
Yes.
But what do I know? This is not stock advice.
No.
This is just a show, Doubles.
Hey!
Yeah, just a show. Okay? We're not financial advisors or stock advisors. It's just a show. Okay, so that's what's going on. And we need to see 132 reclaimed, and it's breaking down. That's not good. So LIPO, yes, you ran 271% this morning on news. Thank you very much for the memories. But what have you done for me lately, Pally? Hey, Pally, can we be Pallies? Let's see what's going on with that. It's up 16%. Palisade Bio successfully completes microbiome study confirming bacterial enzymes for local bioactivation of lead product candidate Pally 2108. I don't know what that means. It don't matter. The float's only 728,000 shares, folks, but the volume is very low right now at 72,000 shares. So, can we see a pump on this? Can we see a pump? It's up 35%, folks. 35%. Is it taking the thunder away from LIPO? Could this be the next parabolic stonk? Folks, if this goes over 100%, would you consider sharing? Because sharing is caring, and it's always more fun when other folks are in on it. Volume now, 166,000 shares. Remember, this is a micro mini skirt float, as I like to call it, 728,000 shares. Has news up currently 42%. A lot of folks probably don't know about it yet. It is a $6.61 stock at the height. So we'll put the level over here. This is the 5-minute chart. It is super extended. It needs to pull back. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. You can see it had
1
no
minute.
volume until the news came out, and it is currently pulling back. VWAP is the purple line right over here, so VWAP would be another support area. Can this candle turn into a bottom tail? Bottom tail green. Let's see if it can reclaim and pierce through $6.61. This ticker could potentially move fast if volume comes in, and volume has been coming in. It currently has 301,000 shares. Remember, it is a low floater, 728,000. 728,000. So, does it pop and drop? Does it remain vibrant and above VWAP? That's the question. It's pulling back, and it's pulling back quite a bit. I want to see it stay above VWAP. Otherwise, it could have been just a shot in the pants. Is that a saying? What's that saying? A shot in the pants? A pants in the shot? Not in the shot. No. It don't matter. It needs to go up. Otherwise, it's not good. That's what I mean, okay? And I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with that. Right now, there's not that many pickings, so if this can turn into a bottom tail green, that would be lovely. It is a low floater. There is news. What is this news again? Palisade Bio successfully completes microbiome study. Don't know what that means, but anyway, confirming bacterial enzymes for local bioactivation of lead product candidate Pali 2108. And currently up 40%, struggling to reclaim the previous high, and it's not holding VWAP. That was like anticlimactic. All right, Pally. All right, whatever. You're not even going to get a side chart on that one. Not even. I'm going to go back to LIPO. I want to see what LIPO's doing. LIPO sold off really hard. Let's see what's going on. That head and shoulders, though, huh? That head and shoulders was a problem, Doubles. It was a real problem. But you know what? The stock went up a lot. It went up almost 300%. So, if it can loiter around the 130, maybe we see another attempt moving up. But right now, it's struggling. Doubles. LIPO, you're struggling. You need your vitamin V and a little bit of D. It's all good. Nobody will question you if you go for some D. All right, let's take a look at some other tickers because this one is struggling. Let's take a look at CPTN, and it's barely moving. Not interesting at all. TIVC, no news on it. It needed to break this downtrend. It kind of did, but it's having difficulty with VWAP, so not interesting. YIBO, Chinese ticker. It pumped and it dumped, but it broke the downtrend and currently is trying to consolidate. But you could see as we zoom in, all of this is happening on very light volume, and you can see that the 9 EMA is pointing downward, and that is a sad case of, I don't know, it's a sad situation, I would say. LPTV, new ticker to look at. LPTV, let's see what's going on with that one. And it did around the corner and around the trip over here, and not schmexy at all. No. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? I don't like that one. DBO moms. Don't point at it. I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. NLSP, let's go take a look at that one. And we had a double top over here, a double top. It went below VWAP. It just broke out over VWAP. It's moving very, very slow. The story is it's 35 cents. It's currently up 82%. The float's 19 million. There is some volume on it at 42 million, and it is curling. It had formed this irregular double top, which was of particular concern, and it has merger news, a binding term sheet to merge with a company called Cadimastum. That is the news, and that came out at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go ahead and remove this line so we can see it more clearly. We need it to stay above VWAP. If we zoom in, we can see that the 9 EMA is in fact curling upward. That's a good indication. But you know what would help it, Doubles? a shot of vitamin V,
And a little bit of D.
and a little bit of D. Volume and demand, baby. Volume and demand. That's what it needs. Volume and demand. So NLSP, we will put you on a side chart.
Side chart.
Because right now, you just don't have enough volume to make you shamixy. When you have volume, we can talk. But right now, you don't got the volume. Let's go back to LIPO. LIPO was very interesting. It went up 271%. But right now, it is struggling to recover after this disgusting head and shoulders pattern on the 1 minute. And the head and shoulders pattern on the 5 minute. We don't like those head and shoulders patterns because they're bear patterns, folks. We don't like that. We don't like that. So right now, resistance levels, $1.30, $1.38. That is a significant resistance area. $1.50. We needed to push up above $1.38 to become Shamaxi. And if it breaks $1.50, ho 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 ho, va-va-va-boom. Pepe Le Pew in honor of the Olympics, right? It's in Paris. Oui, oui.
Paris.
Pew pew. Oui, oui, pee-pee, pew-pew. Paris, yeah, it's in Paris. All right, so anywho, it is at the 138 level. It has significant resistance at that 138 level. If it can break 138, the next resistance level would be at around $1.50. It's curling on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute doubles. Let's see what's going on over here. Could we have the beginning of a potential descending wedge bull reversal? Could that be what's going on over here? Let's see. Let's see. Could we have a bull reversal descending wedge right here? Right over there? Could that be what that is? Could it be? After this distorting head and shoulders pattern brought the price action down, now we have a descending wedge, and maybe it breaks through $1.38. Could that happen? Could it? Could it be that? Let's see. Let's see. Bottom tail. Pushing and pushing. Will it pump and pump? That's what we need to know. Volume is low. Under 300,000. It needs more volume doubles. It's trying to get some more volume doubles. It's pushing doubles. It's pumping doubles. A descending wedge. Bull reversal.
Ish.
Could we have that? Next resistance area, $1.50. I'm watching. You're moving slow. Can it accelerate? Can we get a squeezy?
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Can the Banana Republic collapse once again in their disgusting Speedos? I get so angry at them when they ride their bicycles in the middle of the road on A1A and block traffic in their Speedos. With the Banana Republic, don't they have any decency? The humanity of it.
Humanity of it.
Come on, squeezy, nice and easy. Come on, stay above 138. 138. Can you do it? Can you do it? This is what it looks like on the 1 minute. Let's take a look at it on the... Well, before we do that, RSI is moving towards the overbought area, but there is plenty of room still for that. We need more volume candles moving in. We're getting potentially a bottom tail, but it's still red. We need it to be green. We need this candle to turn green, folks. Green bottom tail would be so schmexy, and an acceleration away from $1.38 would be so schmexy. Do we get it? Or is it going to be resistance right at where the shoulders are, right? There's resistance at about $1.40, $1.41. So if the shoulders act as resistance, we could see a downward movement in price action. However, the 9 EMA hasn't fully gone downward, so if it can start curling upward, we could see another test, another push upward. We're going to keep a close eye on it. It is 9:15. We are getting very close to the opening bell. And I bet you there's folks that are going to take profit on this. I could be wrong. So maybe it pulls back and then keeps moving. But it depends on what other news is out, right? If there's another ticker that comes out with news, it could potentially take the thunder away from LIPO.
Oh.
But LIPO looks real sexy after it's LIPO.
Oh.
Very, very schmexy. You know what I mean? It went up 271%. That's pretty impressive. However, on the 5 minute, let's take a look at what it looks like on the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, it could, let's get rid of these head and shoulders right over here. Let's clear that up and just look at whether or not this is in fact a descending wedge, bull reversal, or if it's going to pull back. Let's take a look at it. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this one over here. because that's old news. It already happened, right? The Head and Shoulders already happened. The price action already went down. It still looks like it potentially could be a Head and Shoulders instead of a descending wedge. If we get the graffiti pencil, it has to it has to clarify itself. So this would be a shoulder, and now this would be a shoulder right here, and your head would be right here. So it's either a Head and Shoulders or a descending wedge. Volume will dictate. If it can stay above $1.38, great. If it can get over $1.50, even better. And that would start to clear this Head and Shoulders area. But we are getting close to 9:30, and we could see some profit taking, which could validate this Head and Shoulders. Would that be the end of this ticker? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe if it pulls back and there's nothing else going on, maybe folks can stay continually interested in LIPO. And maybe it pushes up a little more. We're going to have to see how it resolves itself. Ladies and gentlemen, we will keep an eye on you, LIPO. Let's see if there's anything else worthwhile. Pally had some news. Let's see what happened. It went up and then it went down. How bad did it go down? It went down pretty bad. I don't trust that. That top tail is disgusting. So Pally, you ain't Pally with me. I tell you that much. No. YIBO pumped up early in the morning and dumped. It's consolidating on low volume. Like that. NLSP. Looks like a double top, but it is holding above VWAP. It needs volume. It does have news of a binding term sheet to merge. It has 44 million shares of volume, 19 million float, 34-cent stock. It's going to be choppy, but it's up 82%. So you go on a side chart, NLSP. Side chart. We'll keep an eye on you. Okay, folks, we're going to go to our Discord to continue streaming. And, of course, we get a lot more serious and in-depth on how we trade, the indicators that we use, how we would enter a trade, how we would exit a trade, and other things that are critical for us to consider when we're trading. So we invite you to come and join the Discord. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment to do a 5-day trial. You can check out the live stream as well as the Discord, where we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. If you follow us on social media, you know that we call tremendous amount of runners all the time, right? So the link's in the description and in the pinned comment. It is $1 to do a 5-day trial. We are going to be live streaming at around 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in that Discord, so we look forward to seeing you there. And of course, if you're not following us on YouTube, would you kindly consider following us on YouTube as NLSP starts to curl upward, 94%, just saying. Would you consider doing what this young man says with YouTube?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring. And, of course, if you're not following us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money.
Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. Follow us there. We got a lot of good content on Twitter. And, of course, if you're not following us on Twitch, follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
And, of course, this is Coach Nick Money.
DBL Nicks.
And the Serengeti bushy tail specialist herself, the one, the only, we call her DBL Moms. Hey! Indeed, she is the Serengeti specialist. Okay, folks, make a lot of money.
Be greenable.
Be greenable. And make a lot of money, because I am